Let's see if we can get some understanding of what's playing out in the Nigerian Senate. I'm now joined by a senior advocate of Nigeria, Magaji Mato Ibrahim. Magaji, thank you very much for joining us on the news.
Thank you very much for having me around you.
In your view, are there broader implications of this case for budget transparency and accountability in Nigeria? Does this cast a light on any systemic issues?
Well, very well. No doubt about that. We're in Nigeria and we know what has been going on. This is not the first of these kind of allegations. And this allegation is not coming from somebody outside the National Assembly, outside the Senate. It's coming from an insider. So it casts aspersion. Whether we like it or not, something is wrong. Whatever it is that he has been suspended is also not really a solution to the problem. We expect that honorably investigation should be carried out, and then the truth should be unveiled.
How soon do you think this will take them, and what does a suspension for the senator mean? Some are saying it's actually politically motivated.
We can see clearly that the distinguished Senator Ningi Abdul has evidence because he presented documents to show that he's not just talking from the blues. He has documentary evidence to show that his allegations are not just unfounded, but very well done. And that being the case, we expect that this document should be looked upon, should be read through, and a committee should be set up to investigate. Well, unfortunately, what we are seeing is an outright suspension of the distinguished senator for revealing what ordinarily didn't go well with the members of the upper chamber, the red chamber.
Should the process have been the other way around? I mean, they investigate while he's there, or is he not supposed to step aside in order for there to be a smooth investigation, if there is to be any?
Yeah, but what we see from the red chamber, there was nothing like there was nothing like investigation to be carried out. There was nothing like committee to be set up. It was just a clear issue of you have offended us and we're asking you to leave the chamber. We have suspended you. Of course, if there is any committee, he's not going to be a member of the investigative committee. There is nothing that supports that. But what we're saying is that instead of dishing out the punishment should come after a thorough investigation has been carried out, maybe by an ad hoc committee that will be set up to look at it. So now what is there is that he has been subjected to punishment before he is really found to be guilty. So that is, to me, a very wrong step and a very bad signal, even though they may have their whatever defense they have, but that is not real.
Or could this case set a precedent for...
If somebody is coming up as a member of the Senate to say, look, 3.7 trillion naira be added upon, and he has presented documents to support his allegation. I think this is very weighty. And being weighty, what I expect is, the distinguished senator, if you say this, what are your proof? And since he has presented the proof, I expect that, they will set up a committee and the committee will look at it. So to me, it's a very hasty way of coming into conclusion. And it's a very hasty way of sending somebody into punishment before he's head out. If you watch the proceedings in the Senate, you discover that he was not even given opportunity to say much. He became rowdy, and at the end of the day, just a decision was taken to say, you are going on suspension. This is not democracy. This is a different thing we're seeing.
I do have other questions on that subject matter, but because we're time pressed, I'll just want us to look ahead. From your vantage point, what steps do you think are necessary to ensure a fair and possibly thorough resolution to this particular case? And what should the public be looking for in the coming months?
We expect that the Red Chamber should set up a committee. And this time around, probably a very independent committee to look at his allegations, to look at his proofs, the document he has presented, with the view to come up with a sound finding as to whether or not what he said is true. It's a national issue. It's a sensitive matter. If this thing is found to be wrong, or it isn't to be a mere allegation without proof, then the punishment can be determined. But until he is found to be guilty of what he is saying, he should be given fair hearing. He should be allowed to explain himself. He should be allowed to prove whatever allegations he has.
One would wonder where this one would wonder where this independent committee will come up from, because from what we saw on the floor of the House, there seemed to be a position taken by some of the senators over the allegation. Some expressed anger, some say he is not sure of what he's saying and all of that. But like you said, we still need an independent investigation. Thank you very much for speaking with us.
Thank you very much, and you're most welcome all the time.